Karen from White Willow. Today I kind of wanted to go over tincture versus capsules. There's really just a personal preference on these, but I kind of wanted to break it down to see if you had all the facts, and I don't have all the facts, to what might benefit you the most. For centuries, herbs have been used for healing properties, and you know, there's no doubt that there are definitely beneficial properties to herbs. And understand that, you know, if there's a pharmaceutical crisis, you're going to need to know what herb is going to help you with your ailments, with your diabetes, with your hypertension. You are going to need to know these things. You are going to need to have pre-made your products and keep them somewhere. And then that way you have something to substitute for your prescription medications. This is huge, folks. This isn't just thought, you know, this is huge. This could happen. This could very likely happen. And you want to make sure that you are ready for this possibility. So let's take a look at capsules first. This is how I sell things, either 2 ounce or 4 ounce. I'm sorry, 1 ounce or 2 ounce. This is not a 4 ounce. Or 100 capsules in a jar. Now, I'm not trying to sell you anything. You can check out any of my videos on how to make capsules or how to make your own tincture. So please feel free to make your own products and have them on hand for when you need in case of an emergency. Let's talk about capsules here. These are really convenient to carry around, right? This is a little more convenient than carrying around glass bottles. They're, you know, you could shove them in your purse. You could take 2 or 3 and put them in a little Ziploc bag and tote them with you. They are also economically smart. The empty capsules are not that expensive. I do use the organic capsules. And then I go ahead and use organic product. If you buy the powder or you can grind the powder yourself, either way, it's pretty time consuming to make the capsules. Sorry, I live on a busy road and you will hear vehicles. And I think school is just getting out, so this is probably not the best time to sit on the back patio, but it's gorgeous outside even though it's cloudy, and I couldn't resist being out here today. So this is what the capsules look like. Again, if you're not a fan of taking pills, then you're like, I just can't take another pill. I take 20 of them during the day, which hopefully nobody does. But maybe I might, but they're all herbs. I might take at least 15 different herbs throughout the day. But you know, maca, this is black maca. This is a food. You really can't almost take too much of this. Like, it's a food. So anyway, back to the capsules. Capsules are convenient to carry around. The cons to the capsules are, of course, that you have to be okay with swallowing pills, and 2, that it takes time for your stomach to digest them, and so that takes a little bit longer. Tinctures are a little faster. So that's really the whole. Capsules also conceal the taste of the herbs. Herbs are usually bitter. They don't taste great. They also take a lot of water to dissolve this. So you can't just, if you're dehydrated, you can't just take a capsule and have your body, you know, be able to absorb that and distribute it without a lot of liquid. So that's the capsules. Pros and cons. Hope that was clear. Might have been clear as mud. Let's go for tinctures. Tinctures are my favorite. These are black maca tinctures. This is 1 ounce and 2 ounce. Tinctures are more effective than capsules. They're highly absorbent. They're a faster reaction time. They have a super long shelf life. They will evaporate as years go on a little bit because it's alcohol, so you want to make sure this is on tight, but you will see some evaporation. You can just add alcohol to that. You might see a little product in the bottom. That's okay. You know, I try to like sift it and drain it as much as possible, but sometimes you'll still see that little product in the bottom of it. You can take this, it's more of a flexible dosage, where this is 750 milligrams per capsule. So you can just take 1 dropper full, 2 droppers full, 3 droppers full, 2, 3, 4 times a day. Not 4, probably just 2, 3, 1, 2, or 3 times a day. And it depends on what I'm taking, as how many times I take it throughout the day. So the tinctures are highly concentrated, and you can kind of gauge your own dosage. So these are great for that purpose. They're easy to prepare, although you need to plan ahead. So you need to buy, like, say you buy a bag of organic, let's just say black maca. You buy a 1 pound bag or 8 ounce bag of black maca. You have to plan ahead. Black maca comes in a root, so you don't want to use powder. You want to actually use the root. So the ground root takes 8 weeks for that alcohol to absorb the medicinal properties out of it. It's not quick. It's not something you can just be like, okay, I'm just going to mix this up and tomorrow I'll be able to take it. You have to have these ahead of time. You have to have a cabinet full of your tinctures or your capsules so that you are prepared. Know that these are very bitter. You put them under your tongue and you hold it for at least 4 seconds. Their taste is, they're loaded with alcohol. Not that you can get drunk off of like a little dropper full or anything like that, but it's going to do a little stinging underneath your tongue. Plus the taste of each herb is very, very different. Like the mullein is probably my favorite. It's the least offensive that I take, and that's for respiratory issues. This black maca is not so bad either. I would say maybe a little more potent or stringent than the mullein. But then you have like ashwagandha is pretty strong. Black cohosh is pretty strong, things that I take. So you want to kind of gauge that to, are you able to tolerate the tincture? I think once you get using it, you will get used to it. I'm not pushing tinctures. It just happens to be my favorite. I do take capsules of certain things. I'm taking my capsules of lion's mane currently just because I'm not out of my capsules that I made for me a while ago before my tinctures were ready. They are extracted with alcohol and then water, and then they have a combination of the both of them to make up the tincture and to be a more accurate dosage. So, it's really what's right for you. I started out with capsules, and then I started making tinctures a few years ago, and I'm hooked. I'm loving the tinctures. They're easy. I leave one at work. Like I have the ones that I take in the middle of the day, and I have ones that I take in case I have a digestive issue that day, and I'm like, oh man, I feel like I have some gut issues. I take yarrow, so I leave that at work just for an in case situation. But I think you'll really enjoy just digging into how to make capsules or how to make tinctures. They're very easy. The capsules are more involved. You have to have a capsule maker. You have to have the capsules. You have to have the powder. Either you grind it or you buy the powder itself. But once you start making them, it's relatively quick. It makes 100 at a time for the capsule maker. I can put that in the description as well. It's not on Amazon. I forget the name of the company, but Capsule It, I think, is the name of the brand that I use for the capsules. And then the tinctures, literally you can just take a glass jar and you fill it about a third, depending on if it's a root or a leaf or a flower, of how much you put in the bottom of it, and then you fill. It's usually like 1-to-3 ratio, or sometimes 1-to-4 ratio. The leaves themselves will absorb more. They're softer, so they absorb more of the alcohol and they distribute quicker. You only need to really keep them jarred for about 4 weeks, where the roots take at least 8 weeks. And I leave them on my counter until I'm ready to use them, and then I go ahead and start bottling them up into tinctures. So whatever is good for you, tinctures and capsules are great. Herbs, natural herbs are fantastic. You really want to try to transition, if you can, your daily routines into natural herbs. Just try it and see how it goes. I have some friends that are on hypertension medication, There are definitely different herbs that will reduce blood pressure, but they don't take their blood pressure every day, and they still take their high blood pressure medication, and they don't even know if their blood pressure is high. Well, if you take a medication that's going to drop your blood pressure, and your blood pressure is already low when you first get out of bed in the morning, you're going to literally be fatigued, if not pass out. There is risks to that. So, you know, you can take things, but you need to actually monitor what you're taking, and you need to monitor whether that's making a difference or not. Such as ashwagandha. Ashwagandha is great for stress and anxiety. It helps you relax at night if you're, you know, having a hard time winding down. But does it help? Is it helping you sleep any better? If not, maybe you need to switch to St. John's wort, or there's something else that you can use instead of that. But know there's a product that's probably right for you. You need to do a little research, dig a little deeper. Definitely look into what your preference is and see what would I prefer in that, is a capsule or a tincture. There is a day coming that could possibly change your world as far as pharmaceutical products. That's not a scare tactic, it's just a cautionary tactic to say, hey, you need to be prepared for your own health. You need to be prepared and know what you need to take and what is actually working for you before you're in a crisis situation. It's just the way it is. I don't actually have any of the maca in a tincture right now because I put them all in bottles, and I put them either in capsules or bottles already. So I just kind of wanted to show you. This is feverfew. It's a leaf. So this actually absorbs more. You can see the different colors that it is. It's kind of a, you know, brownish, pretty kind of rusty brownish color. It's a beautiful flower if you ever look it up. This is great for headaches, migraines, that sort of thing, fevers. So this is something I'm gonna tincture. I actually, I have a date on it. It's 12/4. So this is actually today. I think it's ready to be thrown into some bottles and labeled. But if I'm not ready to do it, then I just leave it here, and it's good. Like, it's extracting and it's doing great. This is milk thistle seeds. This is great for nursing moms that are having trouble with milk flow. I really love this product for women. The black maca I love for men, the red maca I love for women, women's fertility, and just women's health in general. The red maca is great for, but milk thistle is a great product. This is a seed, so it doesn't absorb as much as the leaves do. And this is calendula, this is a flower. So this actually absorbs a lot more, and it fills up the jar quicker. So you have 3 different types here. I don't have one with the roots in it right now. So you can see the difference, but there's, you know, there's options of each one of these and benefits of each one of these, and you will love using these products. You will love knowing something about what grows in your backyard that you can use to benefit you. Literally, there's something growing in your backyard right now that has an herbal benefit. Raspberry leaves have a great herbal benefit. The weed that you pull up is probably wild lettuce, which is actually ibuprofen, or like ibuprofen. White willow bark, hence the name White Willow, actually is like an aspirin. It has the same medicinal properties as an aspirin. So God has made us an amazing world. Just look into what's beneficial to you, please, and just get prepared. Know what you're doing, research, ask questions, and you will be pleasantly surprised at how many things are out there growing in your backyard or growing in the field down the street that can actually give you a medicinal benefit over what you're buying at the pharmaceutical, without all of those side effects, the 18,000 side effects. Now, I'm not saying that there aren't side effects to some herbs. There are some things that you probably don't want to take if you have a liver condition. And there's some things that you don't want to take when you're nursing or pregnant, not milk thistle, but there's most of them I wouldn't take if I was nursing or pregnant, just because there's not enough research out there on those. But other than that, I would say try it and just see what works for you. If you have some questions, please consult your physician. Always consult your physician and just let them know what herb you're planning to supplement into your diet. I do believe they're trying to take herbal supplements and regulate them even tighter than they are, so that you're not going to have that option to go to an herbal store and really buy that herbal product that might give you that same benefit as a pharmaceutical drug. So be prepared, stock up, know that literally you can keep these for like 10 years. Tinctures, yes, make a lot of them and store them. Have a cabinet, make sure it's a dark closed cabinet. You do not want to expose these to light, that's why they're in an amber jar, but you want to make sure that you have them in a dark closed cabinet, cool, room temperature, you know, if possible. Like in Florida, if the power goes out, we're certainly not going to have that option, but make sure that you know, you look into the research for each one of the products that you're interested in or you need. So again, this is Karen from White Willow signing off. I hope you enjoyed this day. It's beautiful down here in Florida. It's cloudy, but it's about 68 degrees. So I'm enjoying the outdoors today for sure. Please like, share, and subscribe to this video. Make sure you like and share White Willow 142 on YouTube and White Willow on Facebook. And it's actually White Willow Herbal Remedies is the name of the page. Please like, share, and subscribe to those, and I thank you so much for doing so. I hope you enjoy these videos, and as always, thank you for watching White Willow.